Okay, so we got 3 watches in today, and man, the renovations are going very well. You can see this beautiful green color. This is the color that we chose. It is very different from the Rolex green. This is way more teal. It is not like the Rolex green at all. But with that said, this olive, a little bit darker than like what the olive day-date looks like. We had 3 watches come in today, and we started opening them up, and then we were like, wait, grab the camera, let's film this. So I know what these are. One of these is kind of your regular run-of-the-mill. One of them is a little bit more of a special, unique piece, and then one of them is a very special, very unique piece. So
wrist check real fast.
Oh man, I've been enjoying and wearing this Daytona. This is the Platinum Daytona with the baguette dial. It's all OEM, all factory. We are selling this at a highly, highly competitive price. So we're looking to move this one for around 107, 108. So if you want to trade some stuff in, call and maybe negotiate. You know, if we've done business before, I will take care of you. So with that said, let's open up and let's kind of see what we got in today. And this is the classic two-tone sub. Now we got two-tone yellow gold with the stainless steel. This is the actually older reference. So this is the 116613LN. I think that this is a great daily driver. If you want something that's a little bit more of your daily wear, but a little bit dressier than your standard stainless steel sub, this is a great one to go. And you know, this is the 11 reference, not the 12. Visually, you can't see much of a difference. You really got to get close and really know what you're looking for. Lug size of the watch, the differences in the dial that are very minute. So this one we are selling for $13,500. So we're sub $15,000 on this watch. And it's a 2019, so it's actually a newer year for this old reference. They stopped it in 2020. And as you can see, or maybe you can't tell, this is unpolished. Now it is pre-owned, but this was very well taken care of. There's no dings, dents, or major scratches. So I think this is a great watch for a great price. And if you guys are interested in this one or any of our other pieces, if you're wanting us to source something, or if you're wanting to consign with us or sell to us, just let us know and we'll make sure to take care of you. You can reach out to me at this number, boom, and we'd love to do business with you guys. This one right here is also a purchase, and let's go ahead and check out and see what we got in. So this one is, boom, a 2023 Daytona. This is a rose gold 116505. So this is a May 2023. It comes with all links, and this one, as you can tell, is in mint condition. It looks like it hasn't even been worn hardly. The buyer clearly took extremely good care of it. I took this under the loop. This thing was totally unpolished, in phenomenal condition. So very, very excited to get this one in. And I think that because it's such an attractive dial, the black dial with the gold sub-dials complemented by the rose gold watch all around, it's just a very, very nice looking piece. We're selling this one for $45,000 to $46,000, and I would have to check and see. But if you're interested in this watch, feel free to reach out. I'd love to take care of you. You know, if you guys want to trade any watches in, I may be able to give better deals when you're trading watches in, because we can make some money on the back end and the front end. So if you guys are interested in this, please feel free to reach out. I'd hate for you to miss out on this watch. Again, 2023 mint condition. It comes with everything. We're looking, we got white tag, green tag, booklets, card. It's got the whole enchilada, and we're looking at $45,000. Let's go ahead and look at this last one that we got in. Let's see what kind of packaging job this client did. Now this one is a consignment, and it's a very, very limited run. And I think that for the right buyer, this is a great deal. Okay, so box in a box, that's good. There's no packaging here. So, you know, I'd like to see some packaging, but you know what? This is really tightly packed in there, so it probably wasn't necessary. Very tightly. That's a pretty robust box too, so not too shabby. Let's open this up. I don't see a second label in there, so that's not very good. We want to make sure that we always put 2 labels, one on the outside, one on the inside. You know, you could slap it on here, or you could just place it in the box. That's all something that you want to do. Even if insurance doesn't require, if a package label gets compromised, you want them to be able to open it up and find a second label to reuse. So it's just good practice. No bubble wrap. Can't say that I'm happy with that.
Somebody will recognize that color right off the bat.
Yeah, let's not show what it is. But, I'm going to have to rate this packaging, and I know this client very well. I mean, no disrespect. So where would you rate this? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 6.1. Oh, it's supposed to be faster than that. We're both in the 6s, though. Not the best packaging. Come on. I mean, I need more bubble wrap. I need more packaging. I need that label in there. But there's some positives. A nice heavy-duty box, which is great. You guys would not believe what we've received. If you recognize this color, you'll see this is, in fact, a Louis Vuitton. Now, you have luxury watches, and then you have luxury brands that have watches, and then you have luxury brands that make a luxury watch, and that's what this is right here. So this is a watch that's, and Louis Vuitton does this, it's limited to only, I believe, 100 watches, maybe 150, it doesn't really matter. The truth is that they had individually selected the individuals that were going to be receiving this watch and being offered it. It retails at $55,000. This is a watch that is actually crafted very beautifully, very well done, and I am personally not the biggest Louis Vuitton fan, just overall, but this watch is definitely not something to scoff at, laugh at. It's a very high horology, very, very well-crafted piece. So enough talk. Let's actually look at this watch.
I'm excited. I didn't know that we were bringing this in, and honestly, I had doubts because it's an LV watch, but I'm excited.
You have this very, very well-crafted leather kind of chest-looking box. So, the box is nice. I don't scoff at it. Okay. And then you open it up, and then you have your travel case, which is cool. Looks like we got an extra strap in here, so an extra Blue Croc strap. And that's kind of nice. So I'm going to take this out, actually. And when we look at the watch, I kind of want to see what it would look like with this. But this is obviously brand new and straight and unworn. And that's actually really soft leather. Let's do the grand opening and see what you think about this piece. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this piece. What kind of separates this watch a little bit immediately, just looking at it, just from my first time ever looking at it, I have not opened this up before. That's a true skeletonized watch. That's they really did not leave a whole lot to the imagination. Sometimes skeletonized watches can be very busy. I think with brands like this, they kind of have to go above and beyond a little bit with their watches so they can truly compete with the luxury watch world. And I know that that's something that Hermes is wanting and trying to do, and I believe Louis Vuitton, this is, they're trying to do the same thing. You can see it is a Swiss-made watch, Swiss-made movement. One thing that catches me off guard a little bit is I know this is in fact a platinum watch, and it's got some good weight to it. So this is not a brand new watch. The previous owner did pre-love it and enjoy it a little bit, and that's okay. Watches are meant to be enjoyed. I am going to put it on temporarily, and yes, this is a consigned piece. No, we don't wear consignment pieces ever. What I want to know, so that I can tell you guys, is how well balanced the watch feels, and clearly this is not a brand new piece. If this were a brand new watch, I wouldn't
even put it on your wrist.
I wouldn't even put it on my wrist, but that's actually quite comfortable. I do want to show you guys what it looks like on a wrist, because that does change the perspective. How well does it sit on the wrist? How comfortable is this watch? It may look bulky when I'm handling it with my hands.
Right. I personally like it much more on your wrist. My first impressions was kind of like, that's a beautiful piece. Yeah. I'm not so sure how it would look and feel, but after you put it on, it actually looks money. It looks like money. It looks great.
I'll be honest with you, because I leave honest reviews. Some watches I enjoy, some watches I don't. This one's actually very nice. I admitted early on that Louis Vuitton I'm not the biggest fan of. Not that I hate it. I'm just not. It's just not me.
Okay. You know what a precious metal Daytona feels like. You know what a stainless steel or two-tone sub. You know what that Daytona feels like, but never Never put that on before.
Yeah. This is called the Voyager. Now, there's an older Voyager model that they utilized a tourbillon and implemented that into the watch. I believe it was also platinum. And that one was retailing for like $230 or something. So in comparison to that, you get a very similar look, similar watch, and a similar amount of prestige for a fraction of the cost. This I think is someone for if they enjoy Louis Vuitton and they want to have a collector's watch specific to this brand, this is definitely the way to go. I think they did a very good job with this piece. It does utilize a lot of sharp edges and sharp lines, so it kind of modernizes the watch a little bit. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy, it's very comfortable, and I think overall this is a great piece. It is an automatic movement. The rotor is actually pretty robust, and the rotor itself is not platinum. It's white gold with rhodium. I guess it's rhodium dipped, white gold with rhodium dipped or rhodium plated. It's got the the LV insignia on there. So you can see as I wind it up. So you leave that in there. I don't believe this watch is waterproof or water resistant, but as I wind this dial up, you can see that rotor spin. You can see the gears in there just slightly rotating, winding up that hairspring. This is a really nice watch, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I'll be honest with you, and I know you may feel that I have to say that. I don't, and I would give my honest opinion. But overall, a really nice piece. So I know we wanted to spend a little bit extra time on this watch, just kind of talking about it and giving it the proper attention that I think that it does deserve. And, just because it is a luxury brand that made a watch does not mean it is not necessarily a luxury watch.
Out of the three that came in today, which one would you choose? Which one do you think is the best value?
Yeah, which was the best value? Because obviously, I don't think anybody's going to choose the Date Sub. Clearly, we have completely different types of watches here. It's really hard to compare and contrast. You have your chronograph, rose gold, bracelet, Rolex. Then you have your less complicated, time-only movement, skeletonized on a leather strap, platinum casing, Louis Vuitton watch. I mean, those could not be further from each other in terms of similarity. But they are similar in price. This watch does retail for $55,000 plus tax, and what we're asking is below that, but not much. There's not many of them, and it really is a specialized piece that they hand select who's going to receive it. And clearly they only offer this to high purchasing, high-end clients, and our client was one of them. So limited to 150 pieces. We're going to be selling this one for $50,000. If you're wanting this watch or you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to us. Houdinki did in fact give a detailed description on this watch and did a little article on it. So if you want to read a little bit more about it, feel free to look it up and kind of let us know what you think on it. But we're going to get these processed. We have a couple more watches coming in that I'm sure will be in the episode. So don't stay tuned. Don't go away. We got some more pieces headed your way. But again, guys, if you want to consign, just like this watch, if you want to sell to us just like this one, feel free to just reach out and let us know. We'd love to do business with you guys. It would mean a lot, and it does mean a lot to us and our families. This is what we do for a living, and we are more than happy to service you guys and partner with you. Whatever you want, we're just here for you. And if not, no big deal. If you're here just to enjoy the videos, thank you for supporting us and staying along with us for the ride. We're gonna get this stuff processed and then just on to the next deals. So we have a client in. We're gonna keep him off camera, but we've already done kind of the pre-negotiations. I'm gonna check out the watch. I don't have any concerns, but I'm gonna look at everything and make sure everything checks out. Obviously, we have a Rolex, and let's go ahead and check out and see what Rolex we got. And without further ado, boom, we have a beautiful 116503. That is a two-tone, old reference. They discontinued it last year, Daytona. And I mean, the black dial with the two-tone, you just can't go wrong with that. We actually just today sold a two-tone black dial Submariner, and so this is kind of, to me, a little bit more of a sleeker, sportier version of that. That is, obviously you get the chrono, you don't have the date, so it's really just to each their own in terms of what they want. So I know you wanted to point out a couple of things with this watch, so kind of talk to me a little bit. What do you want to talk about?
Sure, absolutely. As you mentioned, this is one of the hardest ones to get. I was actually on a waiting list for 4 years. So.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And I really shouldn't have gotten this watch. So the reason why I got it was the guy didn't answer his phone call, and she gave me 25 minutes to get this.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time, is it?
Very well kept. Hasn't really been worn. Maybe 3-4 times. All the paperwork's involved, the receipts in there, the actual credit card receipt from the day I purchased it, the white tag, the actual extra link, as well as in that black pouch.
I saw that. Yeah.
As well as all the warranty cards and paperwork. So, hate to see it go, but unfortunately I need the money.
I do see some good wear on this. Right. It does look like it was worn more than just a few times, to be honest with you. I've seen some wear right there. I don't know if that's how deep that is, but it's a little concerning, just because that high polish isn't really there anymore. But I don't want to try to nickel and dime you, and so I do think that that's something that we could potentially take care of. But I'd be lying if I said I'd care more about full transparency. So
sure.
Just kind of letting you know. I do wish that clasp was in a little bit better condition, but we do have a 2022. Serial numbers look good. I'm not concerned. I mean, everything looks good from here. Now, I will say this: I would like to have a closer look at this watch, and I don't have concerns. This is standard protocol, but I'd like to keep this and then have a little bit of closer look at the watch, and then get you paid out tomorrow. Is that something that you'd be okay with? Yeah.
So when you say paid out tomorrow, just wire?
Wire. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I would send you the paperwork, purchase agreement, everything gets filled out. Now, again, I don't have concerns. That's just our standard protocol when buying in person. It's just we want to take a little bit deeper look. If you're comfortable with that, I'd love to move forward. If not a big deal. I mean, you could take this back, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I do wish this clasp was in better condition, but looking at it, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. But I am going to have to get this polished. At the end of the day, these are pre-owned watches, and I'm fully prepared for that. So let's talk a little bit about this Batman that you're wanting to sell. So do you have an idea of what numbers you want to get for this watch, or not really?
I want to be. I mean, I see what they're going for, So I like to be as close to that as possible, naturally.
Okay, sure.
Almost reasonable.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Obviously, I can't, buy it for what they're selling for, because then, I'm not gonna be able to heat my house at night. But
yeah, we both need somewhere to sleep.
That's exactly right. I bought a 2023. I still have it. I bought a 2023 Oyster, brand new, full set, and I paid $14,500 for that watch. Okay, now yours isn't quite a 2023 brand new. But I want to be able to offer as strong as I can. Now, my expectation is I'm probably going to end up selling this watch for anywhere between $15,000 and $15,500. I think $15,500 is more of the higher end of where these watches are moving. I think $15,000 is a little bit more of a reasonable price. And so in order to get my 10%, naturally I'd want to be at around $13,500. How does that strike you?
To be fully transparent, I don't live far. I'm right after the city here in New York, so I 47th Street frequently.
Of course.
But I only deal with a couple guys a block.
Sure.
I got an offer 15.2. He got a client for it.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I didn't sell it is because he didn't have the piece that I want.
Oh, man, 15.2 is a really strong offer. Is that offer still available, do you think?
Well, like I said, he had a client for it, so it was start the line. And I walked away from it. Not that I didn't like the number. I took the number just because I was wearing it at the time. And I didn't have something to replace.
Got it. So what are you looking to get into? What watch?
Starbucks.
Okay.
I'm pretty set towards that.
Okay.
And I don't know. In some reason, I've had subs. I've had a handful of different pieces. The GMT, it doesn't wear like a 40 white. It's not as comfortable to me. I'm a big guy, so it's not as comfortable to me as the Submariner was.
The 41, yeah.
Adjustment in the bracelet. I don't know if it's just because this bracelet has the
Well,
it's too big.
Yeah, the GMT is a 40 millimeter all around.
Yeah.
So the new style subs are 41. So that difference that you're feeling might be in that 1 millimeter difference. The subs do tend to be a little bit less rounded, more sharper edges. Just kind of feels a little bit more substantial. So that may be the reason why. Obviously, the numbers have to make sense for both of us for the deal to work. If I'm too low, it's not going to work for you. If you're too high, it's not going to work for me. I think 15.2 was a really good offer. If that one's still open, I would take it and run. I'm not going to be able to match that. Sometimes I can be the highest, but
I think I'm traded for, like you said, 55 on the high end.
Right.
Like 16.
Maybe.
You see brand new ones brand new in for 24 Southlake, 65, 63.
Right.
Wow, man.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
Makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
I'm not going to be anywhere close to that 15.2 though. If you're just if you're prepared for that. In terms of the Starbucks, I believe I still have one in stock. I'd have to check. Are you wanting to get a newer model? Or are you wanting to get a 2023, 2022? What's your goal for the Starbucks?
I don't care if it's brand new,
You do or you don't care?
It doesn't matter to me. As long as it's a new card,
Of course, I agree. Yeah.
I do give the watch some bruises,
I agree. Yeah. If you can just get that new card and the price makes sense. I think right now it's probably a good time to aim for around like a 2022.
I would come down a little bit. And it also depends on, the price of the Starbucks.
Right. I'm thinking that we could probably do a Starbucks or get you one somewhere around the 15,250 range.
I didn't think that was that expensive.
Oh, I mean, where were you expecting to be?
Go ahead. That's 2023, but just real quick, 13.7.
Oh man, I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. It's a part of a trade deal. I could probably get one below 15 if we go to like a 2022. So we could probably look at maybe 14.8, 14.9, something like that. I could probably come up to a $14,000 trade value for the Batman. Which means that we're going to be landing somewhere in the nature of around almost an even trade, just about $800-900 on top.
Yeah. All right.
So think it over. Yeah, think it over. If you want to pass, that's fine. Obviously, I'd love to do the deal. I'd love to build a relationship with you. If this one doesn't work out, that doesn't mean the next one won't. Sometimes my prices are kick-ass, and sometimes they're just fair market value. Fair market price. So, it just depends, man. So, reach back out to me one way or the other. Or if not, I'll reach back out to you and just follow up. But enjoy your lunch. Those are the numbers. Sit and think about it.
Sounds good. I appreciate you, Josh.
All right. We'll talk soon, brother.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Why don't you send me pictures of the watch? And then if you know roughly the year, we'll just assume that it comes with box papers and all of that. Why don't you just send me the details as much as you can, and then if you could send me a picture of the case back of the watch as well, that'd be helpful. So we can talk about consigning that watch. Now, consigning the root beer, I know you said it's a 2023. Now, where I'm seeing the 2023s move at, it's anywhere between $18,500 and $19,000. So we're kind of getting close to the $20,000 mark. They've really stabilized around there for quite some time. If we were to consign, let's say that we consigned at the $19,000 mark, that's in the 9% bracket range. We're looking at a $17,290 take home. So anywhere between $17,000 and $17,300 is roughly around where I think we could get you a take home. If I were to be a buyer at this watch, I'm buying this watch at around the $16,000 mark, but I don't see this one being a difficult or a slow mover. I do think that we can move this at a relatively fast pace. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I'd rather just keep the watch and dedicate it.
Okay, no worries at all. What were you hoping to get a take-home amount for?
A little bit more. I believe like 19, but if you're not going for that, I'd rather keep the watch.
Yeah. No, honestly, if you're not going to get the take-home that you want, it just makes more sense to keep it and enjoy the watch. So, why don't you send me pictures of that Grand Seiko, and then any information that you can. Let me see what I think we could pull in for it, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, brother. Bye-bye. All right, so, yeah, he's honestly just aiming a little too high for that root beer. They're just not going for what he wants his take-home to be, unfortunately. But I guess we could try and move his Grand Seiko. It just depends on which one it is.